I talked about hair loss, but if your hair is not falling out, but you're just like stagnant and it's not seeing like growth, okay, let's talk about it. Is you're not really nurturing it in that protective style. Okay, so one thing like I feel like I became very aware of when I started wearing my protective styles like seriously last summer, and when I mean seriously, I mean like with the purpose of growing my hair, is that I needed to take better care of my scalp and not necessarily like this part. Okay, I get a lot of questions when I do my wash day routines with my braids, and I've shared it like a couple of times, and people always ask like, but what about this part? Technically, like if you want to be technical, and I really believe this, I feel like this hair is already dead. Like this hair that's like hanging on the ends, it's not much of nothing. Okay, this is the living part of your hair, your scalp. Like that is the living part. That is the part that is like infusing like the nutrients and like the growth. It's literally pushing the hair out of the scalp. Why are you not tending to it? Okay, so there are a couple of things that you could do to like see better growth in your hair. One is using an oil on your hair. I have shared this so many times with y'all. Jamaican black castor oil, it's gonna hit you with the 1-2 punch every time, baby. You better believe me. Okay, I use this one. It's from IQ Natural. They have a few different scents. If the label looks like this, go ahead and get it. But the scents are different. Like I had a purple one before, it was like lavender scented. This one is a coconut scent. Like whatever the scent is, I don't really care. But it says it's a premium cold pressed Jamaican black castor oil. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. I love this oil. Okay, I actually did not use this like very much with my braids. With my twist, I'm about to be lathering my scalp down with it. Also, if you have like a very like dandruffy scalp or like a flaky scalp, you need to do something with that too, because that's not a good environment for hair growth either. I think people always like look at their scalp to see if it's dirty and to see if it's like builds up on it, but if your scalp is too dry and it's too flaky, it's not gonna grow either. That leads me into the next point, which you probably might not be going into your style with the healthiest of ends. Okay, before I put braids in, I give my hair a trim like 3 or so weeks before I put my braids in, or twist. Before I put my braids in for the first time this summer, I gave my hair a good trim like maybe 3 or so weeks before. And that is because just because your hair is braided up does not mean your split ends can't get worse in your braids or your twist or whatever protective style you got going on. Okay, you're prolonging the cut that you need to do. The longer you leave them there, you might grow more length up here, but then what's the point if you take your hair down and then your stylist is like, okay, well your split ends is up to here, baby, so I still gotta cut it. You know, like just go ahead and give your hair a good healthy trim. And I feel like that's the best time if you've like been putting off clipping your ends, or you've been telling your stylist not yet, don't cut everything just yet. If you know you're getting braids or twists, go ahead and let them cut off what needs to be cut off, and then you put your braids in or whatever, and you don't even gotta look at it. And moisturize your ends and your hair really well before you go into your style. So I put this rosemary scalp and hair and strengthening oil from Niara in my hair. I put it on my scalp, but I also rubbed it all over my hair this time before I put my hair in these twists, because this Marley hair is a little bit of a rougher texture. It's a rougher texture than my relaxed hair, but it matches my roots exactly. So because it is rougher than like my hair here on the ends, I wanted to make sure that my hair was very well moisturized. But I feel like you should do that with any style. Like whatever style you're going into, just make sure your ends are super moisturized. Try not to overdo it. You don't need to apply so much because your hair is going into a style for 4 or so weeks, but just apply enough so that it has that good moisture and that balance to it before you put the style in. Okay, so I've gotten a couple of questions about, am I relaxing my hair in between styles and everything like that? And if you're not seeing hair growth, it could be because you're just not giving your hair a rest, because I am not relaxing my hair in between styles. No. Okay, this is really a moment for my hair to zen. Okay, chill, like be completely left alone outside of when I take out this hair and switch it up. Okay, so no, I don't do any upkeep to my relaxer in between them, because y'all know I don't believe in putting a style in too close to my relaxer. Give your hair some time to chill. If you're taking this style out every 2 weeks and switching it up with something new, girl, that's not no risk. That's just like a low maintenance hairstyle. The key word is protective. It is protecting your natural hair. If you're just like taking these styles out every couple of weeks or so, you're really just creating an environment for your hair to just like not really have to be manipulated as often, but it's not really protecting the hair because you're still taking it down, combing it out, blow drying it, all that type of stuff. So like personally, I think like 4 to 6 weeks to me is a sweet spot. You can go longer. I wouldn't go any less than 4 weeks. Like less than 4 weeks, you just put that hair in just for a cute little kiki, you know, if you're going on vacation or whatever, fine, like totally get it. But if you're meaning for it to be like a protective style, something that's really supposed to help with like hair growth, less than 4 weeks, I don't think it's gonna cut it. Okay, so the other reason why you might not be seeing any hair growth while you're wearing a protective style is you might not be using the right products in it. And the products you might be using, it might be like intended, or you might think it's the right product, but it doesn't have good ingredients in it to really like nurture hair growth. So like key example is like, I know one thing that I like to use when my hair is styled in like loose like individual styles like this is a hair fragrance, because I'm very, very sensitive to how my hair smells, and I'm very observant to it. Like I don't like my hair to smell like outside. I don't like my hair to smell like mildew, like I don't want my hair to, I want my hair to smell fresh. I know that a key ingredient in a lot of fragrances and hair fragrances is alcohol. So when I do spray hair fragrance in my hair, I mostly spray it on the ends of my hair where I know my natural hair is not. I don't spray it on my scalp because all that's gonna do is that alcohol is gonna get on my scalp and dry it out when I'm trying to combat a dry scalp already. If I spray it right here where like my natural hair or like the hair that's coming out of my scalp is, that's just gonna dry out this hair. So it might not be drying out my scalp, but it's gonna dry out the hair that I've worked so hard to like moisturize before I even go into this style. So you have to be aware of things like that. I would, for me, the number one ingredient that I try to stay away from is alcohol. Like when I'm looking for like an edge control, any type of spray, any type of something that's just gonna go onto my hair and sit on it, alcohol is a key ingredient that I try to stay away from. And make sure you're using products that are like geared towards hair growth. So like right now when I wash my hair and when I condition my hair, I don't look for like smoothing or any products like that. Like you guys know, like the Pantene Rescue Shots are like my favorite deep conditioner like product that I use when I have my hair like out and like in a silk press type of style. I don't use it in this time period. Not saying that it's not gonna work for my hair now, it definitely will, but that's not the goal of this whole season, okay? The goal of the season is to grow my hair and give it all the nutrients and strength and moisture that I can. So I look for moisture products, hydrating products, strengthening products, things that have those type of qualities to it versus like a smoothing, a frizz free. Like I don't care if my hair frizzy, it's gonna be in braids and twists anyway. Maybe some of these tips will help you. I think the ultimate thing though is you just have to find a style that promotes hair growth for you. So the styles that work for me and my hair type might not work for you, and I think everybody has to like sort of get out of the mindset that everything works for everyone. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.